ultimate fan analysis.
Again, and this time I've got Farhana with me.
Hi everybody.
How you doing, Farhana?
I'm good, thank you. The reason I've been off the past few
weeks
because I have baby brain.
She's got baby brain.
So that's why I've had to struggle to get some words out.
There's going to be little Farhanas running around.
Farhana.
Farhana.
Or Farhan. Maybe, we don't know yet.
Well, and did you enjoy your bank holiday?
I did, had a really good time. Went to London, which was nice. Stayed near the Wembley Stadium.
Sounds good.
Have to go there one day, which big fight.
Yeah.
They don't hold them here anymore though, do they?
Well, while you was away, I managed to catch a fight. It was last weekend. And I caught the Claressa Sheilds, I'm going to mess this name up now, Maricela Cornejo. And to be fair, I watched the fight, and I was scoring it round by round, but if I'm honest, Claressa Sheilds won every round. She was putting some big haymakers in, some big overhand rights, and credit to Cornejo, she was taking the shots. Now, I know it seemed like it was 3 weeks' notice, but Cornejo, she said herself that, yeah, it might be 3 weeks' notice and short notice, but she said she's been training and she's ready for this fight. So, no excuses. It just seemed like Claressa was just outclassed,
She dominated.
Yeah, there was levels. She was just levels above her.
So sorry, I can't comment on this.
That's because
A, I didn't watch it. B, I haven't yet caught up to women's boxing. I know it's a bit controversial. I just haven't got there yet, but I'm told it's something to, it's very good, very strategically, these women are incredible. You said you enjoy watching the women's.
Do you know what I like about the women's boxing? Number one, they fight each other, not like the men. Men are like, they're holding out for money, holding out for this, don't want to lose the zero. But the women just fight each other, there's no messing about. The only thing is, it's only 2-minute rounds. If it's 3-minute rounds, they're even more exciting fights. You probably see knockouts.
What is it? Say that again.
2-minute rounds while the men. Yeah.
Why is that?
Because
that's really interesting. I didn't know that.
Medical reasons. They reckon women are not.
Can't go that long.
How can I say this? Only politically
physically,
correct.
They're not strong enough to take a 3-minute round.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
What about in terms of how many rounds? Is it still
10 rounds?
So males is 12.
Yeah.
And women's is 10.
Yeah.
With 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's
safety.
so cool.
So
do you know what? I think that's fair enough. I think it's really important that we acknowledge that there is a difference between men and women physically. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, do I?
In fact, physiologically, women and men are different. I am pregnant at the moment. You could never be pregnant. It's
that's
straightforward.
True.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
True. Yeah.
Physically, women are not as strong as men, even though a woman could get really buff and be stronger than you. Do you know what I mean?
You have Claressa Shields. She says she can fight men and knock men out. So
no, she probably could, yes. So if you got a guy who doesn't work out and is like physically, like a weak guy or a fat guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
But I tell you what, this Saturday there's a fight coming up, and that's Josh Taylor. I think he calls himself the Titan Warrior. There's Josh Taylor and Teofirmo Lopez. Now, we all know that Teo beat Lomachenko and took the franchise belt, and then was walking around calling himself undisputed because he had the other belts.
Yeah.
Apart from the was it the WBA which Haney had? Yeah, And then they were all saying, "Oh, that was an email."
So that's the only fight that Lomachenko ever lost. Was
No,
to Teo.
I think that was his. Yeah. He's lost that to that one to Lopez and to Haney. So that's his 2 defeats.
Haney, I forget. No, but I mean prior to him.
Yeah, prior. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So Teo's something about him. You think it's a Teo fight, don't you?
No, I think with this fight, Josh Taylor, undisputed. He fought Jack Catterall, and everyone would say that Jack Catterall beat him, but it was a very good fight, and I even thought Jack Catterall outpointed him, to be honest with you. But it went to Josh Taylor.
You see.
So now we have this one, and Teo's making wild claims that he wants a body, he wants to kill him, he wants a body in the ring.
That's awful.
It's
Teo
terrible.
wants to do that to Josh.
That's what he's saying.
Well,
He wants
awful.
a body in the ring.
That's not what we want for boxing, do we?
No.
We want but
you know what?
competitive but safe.
The thing is with
fights.
Teofirmo, the thing is with him, he's going through a lot because he got married recently. Recently, 3 years ago, I think it was.
That's recent.
And now he's getting divorced.
Oh gosh.
And she wants everything. He's going through some things. So I don't know if his mind is fully there. To be honest,
I do think that makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah,
it does make all the difference in the world.
So that's the fight coming up, and I think that Josh Taylor is going to win, and I think he's going to win by knockout. If I'm honest, yeah, I know. Both of them are coming off poor performances. You had Teo, he fought Sanders Martin, and he won that fight, but it weren't a great win. It was a split decision. And then you had Josh Taylor and Jack Catterall, and again, I think that was a very close fight. I think again a split decision. So nothing to this fight. We'll see where we're at with both of them, but I'm predicting Josh.
No predictions from
No
me.
predictions.
I can't.
You're
I
still
just haven't. Okay, right. So this is like stems from our first ever conversation about boxing. So the first time I ever met Drew, we worked together. Drew and I were colleagues, and I love the boxing, but I'm not the most educated. And I haven't been watching it for years and years and years. And I'm going to be honest. I'll tell you who brought me into it. That was Anthony Joshua. You know, when he brought so many people he pulled so many people into it because he went so kind of mainstream, didn't he? And that was me, but I didn't then. When he, suppose, butted out and everybody else kind of went, okay, we're not interested anymore, I realised how beautiful the sport is. Well, it's
how beautiful the sport is, or how beautiful AJ is. Which one did you recognise?
I mean, no, he's a great guy, and he's interesting how he's come up and all of that stuff. And yeah, he is handsome. I mean, who's gonna lie about that? But I think after he's around, but he's not the reason why boxing is going so strong at the moment.
I tell you what, though, we can't deny that AJ, he put the British boxing scene back on the map. And what I liked about AJ, and he isn't given credit for this, whenever he was fighting, he put his own undercards together, and he picked who he wanted on the undercard and gave people a hand up, and he was always bigging up British boxing. And now that...
No, I think he did a lot for boxing.
He did.
And I think that needs to be recognised. And that's where I came from. And actually, so one of the first conversations we had, Drew challenged my boxing knowledge.
Did I call you a casual?
He called me a casual boxing fan. He gave me absolute shit. He told me that he's been watching Muhammad Ali since he was, tiny or whatever.
Yeah, since I was a little baby.
And I'm like, how was I
with my
born?
With my dad, and
What do you
we
want
used to
me
watch.
to do?
It was many years ago with my dad, and he'd let me stop up late and watch the fights with him in black and white. And then I think my favourite era, I used to watch all. I remember when Donald Curry. I'm going way back. Donald Curry. He fought. What was his name? Ragamuffin. I can't remember his name. British welterweight. Then I watched all through the Haggett era. the Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonards, and then I went into the Ben era. And I must admit, in the 90s, I stopped watching it for a while, and I started watching UFC. And then, and like yourself,
Why would you do that?
UFC was good. I enjoy UFC. Not now, but it was good at the time. But I wouldn't knock it. And then, like you said, when AJ come back, he put life back on the scene, and I started to watch boxing again, and was entertained by it.
Team AJ.
Yeah.
He brought boxing back. He put boxing back on the map.
So you're not in a position to give a prediction, but
I can't, and I can't talk about women's boxing. But you know what? The more I'm watching, the more interested.
And I'll tell you what, and this is what it's about anyway. We said we chat about boxing. Well, so we thought, well, why not do it on camera? Let's just chat on camera, and that's what we do. And we're going to involve other people.
Oh, we are.
We
so
are.
Today, we realised that we have one of our other colleagues. I mean, this is during work time. Whilst we're having a discussion. Anyway, Val. Initially, she tells us how she met and snogged Mike Tyson, which I thought was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And then she started showing us pictures of, she literally hung out with all these old
Roberto
boxers.
Duran, hands of stone.
What?
But anyway, let's save that for when you can chat to Val
And
with
she
that.
tells us she has some stories.
Yeah.
So we thought, we want to hear them, and why not share with the rest of you?
Yeah. Well, Farhana, watch the fight.
I will
this
watch
weekend.
the fight. I will watch the fight. No predictions.
And it's good
for
to have
me.
you back.
I will watch it, and hopefully you will see me again. If hopefully I stay well. And
Yeah. I hope you stay well. Inshallah.
Inshallah, brother.
Yes. So, from me, peace. I'm out of here.
And I'll see you again next time.